Hey everyone, Steve Grogan here, founder of geekwingchun, and guess what? For the first time in a couple weeks now, maybe even months, I'm not sure offhand, we have a physical copy of the book that's going to be reviewed, which is Wing Chun Strategy and Tactics by Jon Rister and Alfred Huang. If you've never been here before, usually we have training drills and ideas you can use to get better at Wing Chun, even if you can't make it to class much. So if you'd rather see that, then hit the subscribe button and the bell icon. You'll be notified when it's out. Every now and then, though, I like to review books and instructional videos because I think maybe they'll give you different ideas for your training schedule. So, what do we got going on here? Well, it starts out like a lot of books do with the history, then gives theories and concepts. Let me get to my pages here. And he gives, starting on page 18, starts to give pictures of moves in action. I'm not quite sure how or if these would work. I think some of them, they were done with a little more distance between himself and the training partner so you could see what he was doing, whereas if it was up close and tight, it might be difficult. But, you know, that's just me. Next, well, there's quite a few pictures, so I gotta scan ahead here quite a ways. He teaches 3 major categories for a follow-up. He calls them strike, control, and break. It sounds pretty apparent, self-explanatory. Gives an idea on how you can practice footwork, mobility in the art of Wing Chun. He says make an X on the floor with tape and move around to different angles. You can see here how the guy moved, instead of moving directly on the lines, he went like, yeah, you see from here, he went diagonally over to that line. You know, I thought that it's pretty neat. Granted, that's something that you'd see better in video, but what can you do? He says trapping should be 10 to 15% of your training. It's a means to an end, not an end itself. And then he shows several trapping drills that begin from the high reference point, like in End of the Dragon when Bruce stood with his hand like that against O'Hara. He talks about 12 gates of attack, 3 top targets: eyes, throat, groin. He describes 8 moves that are in the sword form, or the butterfly swords, butterfly knives, whatever you, or 8 chopping blade form, whatever you prefer to call it. Says he believes the pull form will completely change your understanding of Wing Chun, which I 100% agree with. It's not something people see a lot of, and when they see it, they're like, wow. Pull form teaches you how to project your energy out 6 feet in front of you, which, even though it's called the 6.5 pull form, I don't think it's because the pole is 6 feet long. I think it's more like 9 feet or something, but regardless, it teaches you how to project your energy out further. One thing I didn't agree with is page 156, Wing Chun Theory, Understanding Terminology. Bridge. The forearm is referred to as the bridge. I don't agree. I think any place where you make contact with your opponent is the bridge. Then he goes into Silam Tao and Chum Q, which I thought he did the opening arms rather high. You know, where you get into your stance and you do this and this and that. He did kind of like up here. In Chum Q, after the double jump cell, he pivoted to double on, but then it was like he did the cross hands again. Let me relocate that picture. Excuse me. It shouldn't be too long now, folks. Da 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 da. There we go. We're almost there. There's the punch. double lancel. Aha. He does double jump, but then drops his hands back. Double jump again, drops hands back. Double jump, cross hands. And from that, then he starts to do the pivot to the sides with the lancel, but as you can see, when he pivots to the lawn, he does double hands again, and then pivots, not double hand, but the crossed hands again, which I thought was not wrong, but just different. One thing I thought, I'd never heard anywhere else, they translate bong sao as tying up hand. I'd never heard that. If anyone else has, tell me about it. Leave a comment. And then after Chum Q, the book just ends. There's like no conclusion, nothing. There's like not even like standard closing about the author and for more information and so on and so forth. So that was a bit odd. You know, and at first I thought he included the forms shot by shot like that because he had like with no explanation as either. I thought he had a contractual obligation to hit a certain number of pages, but then I saw the book came from Ex Libris, which is self-publishing, you know, and first I thought, well, in that case, why limit? Why limit the book in that case? But then I realized, oh, well, the longer the book, the more you got to pay for the printing. So, all in all, fairly decent book. Provides some different ideas. Like I said, I've never seen. I mean, I've seen some people do that jump section 3 times, but I've never seen them cross their hands before the lancel and then after each one. Not that that's wrong. It's just different. So, I think different is good, even if there is no explanation for it. So, I'd say it's worth your money to get. So if you'd like to, there's a link in the description box for you to go buy it. It's an affiliate link, so I'll get a commission, but that'll be at no extra cost to you. Okay, so that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button and the bell icon. I'll see you in the next video.